the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
all right, welcome to my week. Got my trailer here and this semi truck parked right in front of my trailer. All right, as I was saying, as my GoPro died, this guy parked right in front of my trailer, making it very difficult to get in and hooked up, and also to get out. I mean, I don't get it. Parked here over the weekend for a reset, like most people do. So I don't understand why you would park in front of me. Plus, he's not even a local. He shouldn't even be parked here. Doing some company rig. And why not just pull forward? There's plenty of space in front of him. I don't get it. Why do people intentionally do things on purpose to be a jerk? It makes no sense. Made me really mad too. Like, wanted to retaliate and like mess with this trailer and stuff, but that's just too far. I'll be able to get up in and out of here. It's just a lot harder than it ought to be. But that's how I felt though. Felt like messing with some stuff. Letting them know, like, just because I'm not a semi doesn't mean that I don't deserve respect. I guess that's, end of the day, that's what it is. They just don't respect me because I'm not a semi. But I still have all the same problems, all the same taxes, all the same payments, all the same everything as them. So it doesn't make sense. Alright guys, well, we're going to this Tacoma port area to get loaded. I have never experienced this much delay. I mean, yeah, they're doing some construction here on the side of the road, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the flow of traffic. So I don't understand why to get through this light it is taking so long. I've probably been here for 30 minutes and gone a couple hundred feet. As you can see, they're only moving 1 or 2 semis at a time. So I don't know where all these vehicles came from, how they're all getting here all at the same time, but something's going on and causing quite a confusion, which makes me think that even getting loaded today is gonna be kind of a hassle. But it is a nice short run. We're picking up here in Tacoma, heading to Spokane, so it's nice, quick, easy. I turned down a couple opportunities to go back into Montana. One, they were just kind of underpaying, and also there's a cold front coming through today or tomorrow, and it's gonna drop down to like 1 degrees and snow. And so I mean, I would have made it there before the snow hit, but I would have been stuck there for a day or two to get the snow resolved. I don't know how long it takes, but it wasn't gonna warm up. It was gonna stay cold, which means it could have continued snowing for a couple days. I just didn't want to take on that risk of having to put chains on and deal with all that if I'm not getting paid, and they didn't want to pay. So that's why we're gonna do this local run. Hopefully we can find something out of Spokane in that area instead of deadheading, but we could do local. It might be that time where we're switching more to local runs. It's unfortunate. I like the long distance runs, but I'm not getting paid for the risk of having to chain up and potentially die, so not gonna do it. Wow, so there's just a mile long of semi trucks in the center median. That's causing all that traffic. This lane going through here is actually open, but there's got to be 50 trucks trying to get into this one port. It's crazy. Like, how did they all get dispatched and loaded and sent to this location all at the same time? But luckily we finally got through. It took 40 minutes, and hopefully we don't have as much trouble at the location we're going to. It's not an actual port like that was, but it typically is pretty busy, so hopefully we have no issues getting in and out, because we've burned a lot of time sitting in traffic. All right, so we're at Northwest Containers. The whole network of internet is down here at the port, so I have to document, you know, this is a high cube container number, so they can't print me out paperwork. They can't even send an email to the broker. Everything's down. I have internet with T-Mobile through cell service, but I guess CenturyLink supplies internet to this whole port. That's why there's so much traffic. It's because internet's not working. So I'm just documenting, you know, that we're here at this location picking this up. I did send an email to the broker with the container number and everything, and let her know that I can't get paperwork, so hopefully she can give me some paperwork, and also relay that information to the customer about the situation. I did get a text message from their team approving the container, so that's good, because this is a high cube and they told me a standard container, but they did approve the container that we shipped to this customer. Now I'm just waiting on a resolution for a BOL, but got my documentation. All right, so it's the morning. I got into town like 3:30. They stopped receiving at 3, so got a little 30-minute drive, but they actually don't open till 8 o'clock, which is kind of late. All right, guys, we're pulling up to our location. Again, we're documenting a little more than normal because the port was down internet and didn't have the ability to print off paperwork for me. So just trying to cross my I's, dot my T's, or, you know, whatever. Dot my I's, cross my T's. But yeah, just covering my butt. All right, let's get in here and get unloaded. All right, we got it offloaded. It did take them a minute to kind of figure out the paperwork situation, but it's all figured out. You know, it's not that they're unable to do it. It's just it's an inconvenience and something unexpected. So we got that resolved, and go inside, get our paperwork, and get out of here. All right, before we take off, 288 miles, almost 8 miles per gallon with the high cube. It was about $2.77 per mile. It's okay, not great, but we're gonna try to see if we can find a load out of Spokane. If not, we're gonna go ahead and deadhead back to Tacoma, because for sure we can get a load. And yeah, let's see what we're gonna do. All right, guys, the next day we were heading to Seattle to pick up a container and doing another short run, but this time we're going to Kennewick instead of Spokane. It's a shorter run by 100 miles, so it's actually paying better per mile. So gonna go ahead and get this picked up. It's a little bit later, it's almost noon, so there shouldn't be too much traffic there at that location. In the morning, that place is a nightmare, so I'm hoping it's all good. Also, I wanted to wait a little bit because it was snowing this morning over Snoqualmie Pass, and I didn't really want to deal with all that. So by the time we're loaded and heading over, Snoqualmie should have nice good weather, and yeah, I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Alright, guys, we're all loaded up here at Con Global. Got a new beige container loaded up. I gotta say, the customer service inside, the ladies, super nice today, which was amazing. But the guy loading the container, I mean, we're right here on the edge and it's crooked. I'm telling you, the forklift driver does not know what he's doing. I was just trying to get him to get the back end more on the trailer, and in the process he threw the front way over. And I saw how he unloaded the container in front of me very aggressively, not smooth at all. And then he was very aggressive loading the trailer, or loading the container on my trailer. I mean, he just didn't know to pick up the container level to move it around. He had this side scraping the container the whole time, pushing and throwing my trailer around. I had my e-brake on, so that helped. But after just watching him for a couple minutes, just trying to make a small correction, and he was struggling with that, I was just trying to get this edge on because he had it way over. So I got that on, but in the process got it all messed up, not very straight. But I didn't want to have him try to continue doing more corrections to try to make it perfect, when obviously I could tell he doesn't have the experience. But this is a brand new beige high cube container, and this is the second time I've worked with this broker I'm working with, and I gotta say, they're being very annoying today and not very organized, and I just don't recall that happening the first time, so I'm hoping it's just a one-off. But we're gonna go ahead and you know, get a screenshot for our photo, Facebook what do they call it, thumbnail. But yeah, ran into a viewer here. He does hot shot as well, and he said appreciates everything I'm putting out. It was good chatting with him, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. All right guys, well, we got pulled over by State Patrol heading up Snoqualmie Pass for a random paperwork inspection. Now, I said in my comments earlier, like, I saw State Patrol pulling over, you know, semis and all that stuff going over here, and someone in the comments was like, oh, that's not their jurisdiction, only commercial vehicle enforcement does that. But it seems like they have some kind of agenda, because I've seen it for the last 2 months, pretty active over here. And so, I mean, the lady's very nice, and so I didn't record her, but she's got all my paperwork as a normal level 3 inspection is what she said. Checking everything, everything's good, everything's legal. So I don't know, just thought I'd let you know, because it hasn't happened before. So we'll get back to it. Well, you can see the trees have a little light dusting of snow. We had our first snow this morning, and then supposed to have some more snow starting at 5 o'clock. But I did want to update you on the pullover situation. Just a random. And so I asked her why the Washington State Patrol has been so aggressive that I've noticed over the last 6 months. And she said that they haven't been aggressive, but she clarified for me that the Washington State Patrol actually has their own commercial enforcement division, and she is actually a commercial enforcement officer for the Washington State Patrol. So that explains why I've been seeing more activity with the Washington State Patrol. And man, getting into some people here that are super heavy and aren't in the slow lane. Jeez. Alright, see you later. Alright guys, we made it. We're on site here in Richland. It's some mobile company that make all these custom boxes out of these containers and stuff. But I am just waiting for someone to come out here and let me know where they want me to set up. There is a forklift right there with the container. So I'm assuming right here, but I don't want to make assumptions and be in the way, because that gate entrance or exit, whatever it is, it was very difficult to get through because there was another truck right here. I actually almost hit the gate. because I was so focused on not hitting the truck that was parked right here. So yeah, I just don't want to be in the way and cause an inconvenience. So I'm waiting for somebody to come out here. I went into the office and they said they'd call the main yard guy. All right, before we leave, it was 200 miles, average 7 miles per gallon for that high cube. They paid $800, so it's $3.92 a mile. So good for mileage, but not finding anything in this area. So we'll have to deadhead out of here, but at least it's only 200 miles. Nice little shot of the clouds rolling over the hills, mountain. It's not quite a mountain, hills. Alright, pretty interesting. On our way back. Alright, so it's still early in the day, so we got another load booked out of Tacoma. Hopefully we get picked up, loaded, and you know, get some time over the road. That way tomorrow morning, bright and early, maybe an hour or two drive to delivery, and then set up for the weekend. And then I do have another load booked for Monday as well, which is also going to Richland, where I was just at, which pays like almost $4 a mile. I tried getting it for today, but honestly they took forever to respond, and also it's at a port in Seattle and they're very slow to respond, and so this place is normally a lot faster, normally in and out. So hopefully we can get loaded up soon and get moving. Alright, we're all loaded up. 2 20-foot containers. So we did 3 straps for each container. It's almost double the securement as far as what it weighs. And yeah, everything looks good. So let's get on the road. Alright, last morning of the week. It's Friday morning. We're 2.5 hours away from delivery. Sun's coming up. Looks beautiful. We're about to go over the Columbia River. But yeah, it's been a good week. I actually slept in today because, I mean, I already looked at the load board yesterday to see if there was anything in the area. I did not see anything. Nothing's come out of Spokane all week. I mean, it's not really a hot area, but, you know, just so you guys know, that's why I've been deadheading back to Tacoma. But yeah, smooth sailing, and yeah, I'll catch you when we get there, unless something happens. Alright, made it here safe and sound. It's on the other side with the forklift, gonna get these unloaded. Sounds like it snowed. There's a little snow on the roof, but caused a car accident this morning on the highway. But everything's going smooth this morning, no issues. It's just cold. So let's wrap this up and get out of here. All right, guys, before we leave, 289 miles. It paid $800, $2.76 a mile. Just under 7 miles per gallon. It was cold. We had the idle. Well, it got dark, but I wanted to show you. I got the auto beams on, but there's no one in front of me. This, what? Hold on. I'm trying to show you. This is normal beams, very bright. Fog lights, not much of a difference. High beams. Very impressive lighting on this truck.